Okay, so this is the second video of the 5-day craft project that I've planned. And if you haven't seen the video before, I will leave a link in the description below just so you can click on that one and see that one first. So this will be the third day. Once the canvas or the paper, your card is dry, you can just start adding sugar. I've tried to add in the sense of taste, and I know you can't really taste this because I don't recommend you guys to taste it, but we are using something sweet, something that would activate your sense of taste, so we're going to use sugar. What I want you to do first is just take some white glue and apply a thin coat of white glue wherever you want to apply the sugar. And you don't have to do it like I do. I just recommend you to have fun and just decide by yourself where you would like to apply the sugar. Keep in mind that sugar will be rough and shiny and a bit opaque, so you can't really see the colors below, but that's just up to you, okay? I want you to make your own decision and decide where you would like to have the sugar. I will leave the canvas as it is in the classroom so you guys can take a look at it before and you can decide. You can make your own decisions. Now you also have to work in groups of 3 or 4, and you will probably have to take turns. So what I recommend is you just, once you have applied all the white glue, just pour the sugar all over the white glue and just start shaking the paper or the canvas around until you've got all the glue covered, and then just let it dry overnight. You will see that it will end up cracking somewhere, but that's just pretty much up to you. You can actually do that on purpose by just rubbing your finger the next day, or you can leave it as it is. So once it has dried, you will see it's got quite a rough texture and a shiny one. And for the 4th day, I've decided to just do the drawing and let your artistic self be as happy as you want. Take this day to apply glitter, take it to draw, to use some more paint. Maybe you're not happy, or maybe you want to draw some more details like the eyes and the beak of the birds, or if you're doing a constellation, maybe you can take this day to draw a rocket or a little alien on top of a flying saucer. Well, my bird just came in and he likes to participate in everything we do, so sorry about that. So once I've applied the white glue, just like the day before, you have to apply the white glue wherever you want the glitter to stay. Then just pour glitter all over the white glue and start shaking it so you can make it stick a little bit to it. Then remove the excess glitter and save it for somebody else, and we're just gonna do some recycling. As you can see, I'm generous with the glitter, just because I know that once I have finished, I will just put it back. I will recycle it. I'm not just gonna waste all this glitter. I'm just applying it all over to make sure that the white glue gets covered, and once it has just touched everything, I'm just going to put it back in its tub. Now, just like the day before, once you finish, just put it on a piece of paper. Take that piece of paper and pour the glitter back. You can use here as many colors as you want, and you can use just the media that you like most. So for example, if you like using pencils, go ahead and use pencils. I've used markers just because it's what I had, but I know that in the classroom you will have crayons and finger paint and brushes and markers and pencils, and you can pretty much use all of them to just make your own drawing and just put your personality into your drawing or into your canvas. As you can see here, I'm just going to draw some tree branches, and then once you have done that, you can just go for the 5th step, or for what you would do the last day. So if you have extra time, just start doing this the 4th day. If not, just leave it for the last day. Here I have some paper, some decorated paper, and this is pretty much what I found around or what I've printed. I'm just recycling paper that I've had before, and I'm just drawing little leaves because I want to stick these little leaves to the branches I've drawn before. Now, if you don't want to draw leaves, you can just draw maybe butterflies, or if you're drawing a constellation, if you decided to do a constellation or the solar system, you can just draw out circles and maybe put 1 or 2 planets that would be out of paper instead of paint, or maybe you can draw a little alien and stick it on a flying saucer. You're free to do whatever you want. You will also find that you have feathers. I will also leave some yarn and some artificial flowers, and just break these ones apart and stick them wherever you want to. The 5th day is pretty much for creating a 3D effect and actually having more present the sense of touch. So what you want to do is you want to create texture and you want to give a 3D effect to your canvas just by using recycled paper or yarn, or if you want to apply more sugar, or maybe you want to use little dabs of plasticine, and you're pretty much free to use whatever you find. I will also leave some cotton balls. Just be creative and try things around. If you're not sure about adding it to your canvas, just do it on a separate piece of recycling paper and stick it there before and see if you like it or not, and then just decide whether you want to put it on your canvas or not. So as you can see, I've been drawing with my marker the branches the day before, and now I'm just adding the leaves to these branches. There's pretty much no rule for these steps and for this craft. Now, if you see maybe the kids you're working with, or maybe the time you have is not enough, just decided to make it simpler. If you see the kids have extra time, just add in more stuff and just be creative and try new things out. You will find that artificial flowers, well, actually the leaves are plastic and they won't stick with the white glue. So just you will also have in your classroom a stapler. I will leave there, and you can just start stapling these leaves with them, or you can have some holes punched into your paper wherever you want them, and just tie in these leaves instead of having them stapled or glued. So this is pretty much it. Once you have finished, you can just give it finishing touches like an autograph, or you can write maybe a message for somebody you like, or maybe you can give this as a present to somebody you care for. And I've decided to just sign it by saying it, do what makes you happy, because that's what I actually want from you guys, is just to be happy and have fun with this craft, as long as you just activate your 5 senses, because that's what we've been talking about during this week. So I hope you guys like it, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye!